Hey guys, it's Thea Ramsey, and this is another React report. I haven't even given my YouTube channel a name, so that's what that is. Anyway, I should do that probably. I'm just not sure when I'm going to do my last YouTube video because I'm not terribly well. So, plus it's kind of visual. It's visual, and it's very difficult to do if you can't see. So, I wanted to talk about something that went down, a comment that I got from Rebel News. Not from Rebel News itself, but from one of the listeners to Rebel News. And the YouTube video was about how the tax is gone, the carbon tax is gone that we used to get here in Canada, that Justin Trudeau appointed, or had set up. It was a carbon tax, and we people on disability support program here in Ontario were getting an extra couple of $100 every 3 or 4 months. And it was a good thing for us. Anyway, so now they're rejoicing. They're saying, oh yeah, the tax is gone. Hooray, hooray. I pushed back a little. I just said, I'm disabled and I don't have very much money. That carbon tax helped me a lot. And I got the following comment. Get over yourself. I think MAID could help you. And he wasn't talking about a homemaker or a PSW. He or she, I don't know who it was. Get over yourself. MAID could help. I think MAID could help you. Well, I wrote back a message that didn't exactly reflect Christ, but certainly reflected how I felt about that suggestion. And I basically wrote back something along the lines of, after you, sir, ladies first, et tu, mama, tambien. Now, this person's a stranger to me, so my comment isn't, or the video today isn't a rant about, this guy said this to me, how dare he? Okay, it's not personal, but it is hypocritical, because I don't know, if you've listened to conservative media your whole life, they'll say they don't care about the disabled. They want to do MAID, medical assistance in dying. Oh, it's deplorable. Oh my God. And it is deplorable, I guess. But the thing is, this wasn't a Marxist liberal who suggested that I get over myself and check MAID out. This was, I'm guessing, a conservative, because he was listening to the Rebel News podcast, which is the right-wing media up here in Canada. I don't know if there are others, but the Rebel News, when I was listening to conservative media, because Ezra Levant's kind of hot, he's a Jewish guy, he's kind of hot, but I'm like, hold on here. I'm sorry to rain on your parade, Pally, but you can get a job and I can't. Also, if people with disabilities had more money, there's something you able-bodied folks don't seem to understand. That's that we employ you. There are PSWs, and I'm not saying they get a lot of money, but I'm just saying, from PSWs to the delivery people at Uber Eats and DoorDash, we pay people to do things that we can no longer do on our own, or we could never do on our own. It helps to be independent. It raises quality of life. For me, it puts money in your pocket, and you've done something good. So the other thing I wanted to say is that you're born with whatever body you have, and it's painted whatever color your skin is, and your eyes are whatever color those are. There's things you can't change. Disability is not one of them. If you are able-bodied right now, you are able-bodied for now. You are able-bodied, whether you're an atheist or a Christian or a Buddhist or whatever, because you're under God. God indulgently granted you health. That could be taken away easy as Job lost everything. I mean, he was losing it all so fast, even his servants couldn't give him the news fast enough. That's how fast he was losing his shit, No wonder he nearly lost his mind. Okay, so you're under great privilege and protection for now, and it can be removed. Boom, like that. It can be removed. You're one diagnosis, one car crash away from being Johnny Erickson Tata or Thea Ramsey, period. That's it. You're one accident or one diagnosis away from, oh my God, I'm on disability. I can't walk anymore. I'm losing my vision or whatever. Let's say, I don't know what your set of circumstances. I'm totally blind. Now I'm totally full of diseases squatting in my body that are not welcome. But hey, I can't do anything about it. But if I could make a little more money, if I could have a little more money, I'd be able to pay an attendant to do some life-enriching things. I'm bored to death because there's nothing for me to do, and I'm kind of getting off topic here. The comment, though, like, I don't care who this person is, it's not personal. It's indicative of a society that values this kind of selfish, like, hey, it doesn't affect me. And all the able-bodieds are screaming now because they're being affected. And I don't like what's happening. All of those immigrants and even citizens being dragged away by ICE. What is this, 1930s Germany? What the fuck? I thought we grew past that. I guess not. Or some of us didn't, and they decided to take the House and the Senate and the court and all that jazz. We've got it up here too in Canada. It's not as out there, but it's still there. Kind of like our racism wasn't maybe as overt, but I've met some black people who say, yeah, Canada's pretty racist. Canadians can be racist. The thing is, how can a person say that to someone? Get over yourself. Maid could help you. That was the comment. I think maid could help you. Get over yourself. What, I don't have a right to live here too? Oh, now folks are finding out that when it doesn't affect other people. Like, I've got a few people on YouTube who are fairly left-leaning. I've definitely left the right. I've had enough of the right. The right is just a bunch of, it's a cesspool. So I don't class myself as conservative anymore. Christian, yes, but not conservative. Thing is, like I said, it was a conservative who suggested, get over yourself. Get made or something. Get out of my face. I don't care about your disabled ass. Okay, that wasn't, he didn't say all those things. He didn't have to. I may be blind, but I'm not stupid. I may be in a wheelchair, but I haven't lost my mind. I may be having less use of my hands, bored to death, and I don't have much money. And it's just, everybody is, all my homies are in my case, usually. We kind of sit in our apartments day after day looking for stuff to listen to if we are not able to get out. And so anyway, folks in the States, especially the liberals, are now getting the hint that, I mean, this guy in the state, Paul for Equality, he wants to get the country to do a general strike. I think it's a great idea, but I don't have kids to feed. On the other hand, he was saying, look, we have to do something, otherwise these fascists are going to be all over us, and they're already all over us. But he's screaming about how complacent and comfort-driven everybody is. And I like Paul for Equality. So I wrote him a message and I said, Paul, I'm disabled from birth, and I could have told you that. I'm sorry, but welcome to the club. Because the only time I've ever seen a game or an app made accessible is when somebody goes blind who used to have sight privilege. And he feels, blind or not, he should have the ability to play computer games and spend his money buying fake money like everybody else. So, welcome to our side of the street, liberals from the U.S. I just got told to eat shit and die just because I had a little problem with losing the carbon tax. I'm disabled. I'm no use to anybody, don't you see? And except for the fact that I pay Uber drivers, Uber Eats. They're the only like DoorDash doesn't have cannabis stores. I can't get out anymore. You know, if you're blind and in a wheelchair, sure, there's Wheel-Trans, but my arthritis and that can't take all the pain from the potholes and stuff. So Wheel-Trans is difficult to get around. It's impossible. It's just, I can't even get dressed myself anymore. I have PSWs for that. And I'm like, hey, that carbon tax was doing me some good. And they're like, yeah, why don't you get made, you know? So I'm guessing, anyway, I'm starting to repeat myself. I don't really have notes. It's very hard for me to make a video, so I don't know how many more I'll be making, but yeah, if it doesn't affect people, they don't care. And the people that it does affect are too sick to mount any kind of resistance. When I was blind, just blind, mind you, I went to Now I've lost my mind. Siri is kind of distracting me from telling me where my face is. That's why I'm moving my face all around. I'm trying to keep it centered, and she keeps interrupting me. So this might be one of my last videos. I don't know. I just find the tech too difficult for me to use. But it's true. People, unless it affects them, they won't care. I hope Paul for Equality gets his general strike, because there's a fascist in the White House, and that's emboldening fascism up here, and I sure as hell don't want to see it, especially if I'm going to say, wait a minute, I need this help or I need that money. And the conservative commenter's reaction was, get over yourself. I think Maid could help you. As I said, ladies first, after you, sir, and y tu mama tambien. I don't care. It's not personal. I'm talking about it because it's a horrible reflection on our society. And so anyway, everybody have a great day if you can. A good day if possible. And I will maybe see you next time.